Hi everybody, I'm back. I have come to the end of the road. I'm almost finished. Okay, so for the VA on my list of debts, I have a total amount of $234.29 that I owe the VA. Here I have a thing from the VA, U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs. This is something different that's not on here. So this is something different. We have a way to pay it and all that. Okay, so that's one thing. Here's something from CBE Group. Call 866-895-4766, original creditor, Department of Veterans Affairs, debt identification number 20133119770A. Let's see if that matches up with what we have here. Nope, it doesn't. The account number here is 660-0000000985642 Flore. So nope, that's not what this is. This is a different thing. And this amount doesn't match up to anything. 170 plus 60, 70, 80, 90, 200 to 10 to 20 to 30. Yeah, it does actually. Yep, looks like what we did here is we added the total. We added the total 234 is these two combined is what I did. Corporate address 1309 Technology Parkway, Cedar Falls, Iowa 50613. Hours of operation 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Central Time, Monday through Friday. Dear Gabriel Flores, this letter is regarding your account with the above reference original creditor, which was referred to the CBE Group, Inc. by the U.S. Department of Treasury to collect the balance due in full. Please pay the total amount due of $170.24 to pay your account and ensure proper credit. Please note your debt identification number, name, and address on your check and mail it with the bottom portion of this letter in the enclosed envelope. As of the date of this letter, you owe $170.24 because of interest and other charges assessed by your creditor that may vary from day to day. The amount due on the day you pay may be greater. Thus, if you pay the total amount due shown above, an adjustment may be necessary after the U.S. Department of Treasury receives your check, in which event we will inform you. If you can't pay this account in full, contact our office at the number listed below to discuss payment options. If you have any questions, please call our office at 866-895-4766. Unless you notify this office within 30 days after receiving this notice that you dispute the validity of this debt or any portion thereof, this office will assume this debt is valid. If you notify this office in writing within 30 days after receiving this notice that you dispute the validity of this debt or any portion thereof, this office will obtain verification of the debt or obtain a copy of a judgment and mail you a copy of such judgment or verification. If you request this office in writing within 30 days after receiving this notice, this office will provide you with the name and address of the original creditor if different from the current creditor. This is an attempt to collect a debt. Any information obtained will be used for that purpose. This communication is from a debt collector. This belongs somewhere else. This belongs in here, I believe. This is IRS stuff. IRS. So this is Treasury debt. Okay. Here we go. Why did I leave this out? This is what this was. Where's our list of debts? List of debts. Department of Treasury, 170 and 89. I thought we identified those. 170.24 and 103.70. We must have made a mistake here, I think is what happened. Yeah, this is this. This is this. These can be thrown away. This can go here. We have two. We have an 89 for the Department of Treasury as well. We've identified the two. Okay, so we skipped from the VA up here to back to the Department of Treasury. There was a mix-up. The CBE group thing has Department of Veteran Affairs as the original creditor. That mixed me up because I have debts with the Department of Veteran Affairs. That's for medical. This is for something different. This I almost paid it all the way off due to certain things that happened. I couldn't pay the remaining balance of 170.24. So they referred this over to a collection agency, CBE Group, who is now heading the collection of this debt. And so we can throw that away. We're only working with CBE on this. We figured that out. Department of Treasury is, boom, that's good to go. I located the 234 debt. But we also have a 5974, and we're talking about the VA. And so that one isn't fully up to date. But this one, Department of Veterans Affairs, Salt Lake City Medical Center, 660 500 Foothill Drive, Salt Lake City, Utah, 4148-0001. Gabriel D. Flores, 124 West, 7065 South, Midvale, Utah, 84047-5658. account number 3432, station 660, September 4, 2014. We have written to you on several occasions about your debt of $234.29. It is very important that you contact this office at 1-866-393-1846 regarding settlement of this debt. We apologize in advance if this is the first notification you have received regarding these charges. If we do not hear from you within 30 days of the date of this letter, we are required to report your debt to the U.S. Department of Treasury. You will be responsible for any and all fees. The U.S. Department of Treasury will reduce or withhold your eligible federal payments in the amount of your debt. Federal payments eligible for reduction or withholding include your income tax refunds, your federal salary pay, including military pay, your federal retirement, including military retirement pay, your contractor vendor payments, certain federal benefit payments, such as Social Security other than Supplemental Security Income, SSI, Railroad Retirement other than Tier 2, and Black Lung Part B benefits, other federal payments, including certain loans to you that are not exempt from offset. If you have filed for bankruptcy and the automatic stay is in effect, you must notify us within 30 days of the date of this letter to prevent this debt from being reported to the Treasury Department. You should send us proof of your bankruptcy. If you file a joint federal income tax return, you should obtain IRS Form 8379 Injured Spouse Claim and Allocation before filing your return. The instructions will explain the steps your spouse may take to obtain his/her share of your joint income tax refund. If you will be a federal employee, your current net disposable pay will be deducted up to 15% of your disposable pay, beginning in the pay period that your debt is submitted to the Department of the Treasury. This deduction will continue every pay period until your debt, including interest, penalties, and other costs, is paid in full. You are entitled to a hearing to dispute the amount of your payroll deduction. We recommend that you file a written request for a hearing no later than 15 days from the date of this letter to prevent referral of your debt to the Treasury Department. Written requests for a hearing must be sent to the above address. Finance officer. They don't say what the debt is for in this letter. Who knows what the debt is for? It's just a debt. It's just a debt. Oh, man. That's old school. All right, we got some more VA stuff. Let's see what we're looking at here. Let's skim through these real quick. Okay, letter number 1, Department of Veteran Affairs, Health Eligibility Center, 2957 Claremont Road, NE, Suite 200, Atlanta, Georgia, 30329-1647. March 2nd, 2014, Mr. Gabriel Flores, 5489 South, 3960 West, Apartment 11, Taylorsville, Utah, 4129. Dear Mr. Flores, this is a follow-up to our initial letter regarding verification of your gross household income to determine your eligibility and priority group assignment for Veterans Department of Veterans Affairs VA healthcare benefits. We would like to assist you with this. However, we have not received a response from you. This process is important for you because if no response is received, there is a possibility that your eligibility for VA healthcare may be affected. While our records currently show the information we received from Internal Revenue Service, IRS, and Social Security Administration SSA for you was compared to the applicable VA national income thresholds for 2011 as shown on HEC Form 742-200B. Your gross household income is higher than this threshold. This is important because VA uses previous calendar year income to determine healthcare eligibility copay. status and enrollment priority group assignment. So here they're telling me they need this information because of a whole wealth of information that they know. That's why they need it, because of this. Here they we can throw this away. This was when I was trying to get compensation for post-traumatic stress disorder from being in the military. Department of Veterans Affairs. Let's see. Dear Mr. Ford, you made a decision on your claim for service-connected compensation received on May 24, 2012. This letter tells you what we decided. It includes a copy of our rating decision that gives the evidence used and reasons for our decision. We have also included information about what to do if you disagree with our decision and who to contact if you have questions or need assistance. We determined that the following conditions were not related to your military service, so service connection couldn't be granted. Right shoulder condition, my neck, my cervical arthritis neck, my left knee condition, my right knee condition, and post-traumatic stress disorder. Let's see there. So basically this is their denial letter. We can throw that away. The records reflect that you are a veteran of the Gulf War era. You served in the Navy from February 26, 2004 to March 21st, 2009. You filed an original disability claim that was received on May 24th, 2012. Based on a review of the evidence listed below, we have made the following decisions on your claim decision. Service connection for the purpose of establishing eligibility to treatment is established. Service connection for post-traumatic stress disorder is denied. Neck, denied. All of the stuff's denied. All the stuff is denied. They denied it all. Their decision is stupid. They should have just given me the money for post-night for PTSD. To whom it may concern, Mr. Gabriel Flores took the summer off this year. Oh, okay. Alright. What the hell is this? Hold on. Bilateral cervical arthritis, neck, right shoulder condition. All of those were denied. We can get rid of those. All that was denied. This is just a nothing that ain't important either. That has nothing to do with my debts. Okay. Well, we identified our debts for the VA. They're a little bit different. They're more than what we expected. Now we can go ahead and store them away properly. This is going to ensure easy accessibility for these files. I don't plan on accessing these files. The only reason why I did this is because I thought it was a good idea to get my ducks in order for right now. Not necessarily for me, but should anything happen to me, people will have all of this stuff in order for them. It'll make things easier that way. And also, because we're almost to 2018, we're almost approaching 2018. I want to have all this stuff in order for when I go look for a job. This stuff is going to be in order. Boom, we're going to be ready to rock and roll. This stuff is going to be in line. This is a bill that's not on here. I have one from USAA, and I think we checked that one, but this one is a different USAA. So yeah, I would still go under USAA. And so let's locate the USAA file. Child support, this is child support. This is insurance, Progressive Insurance. This is Dex, this is Jackson Hewitt. We don't know what this one is. This one, we don't know what, no, hold on. We don't know what that one is. We don't know what this one is. We don't know what this one is. That's T-Mobile. Let's take this. This is USA. We found USA. This is the 14209. Yep, we found it. So this is going to go back in the back here in a second. Let's go through this. Information request, final notice, USAA. This is not a bill. Copy, information only, original sent to provider, patient copy, Utah Company 083 Garrison Property and Casualty Insurance Company. Receive date February 1st, 2013. Billing provider TIN. Billing provider Pioneer Valley Hospital IASIS 3460 South Pioneer Parkway, Salt Lake City, Utah 84120. Service provider TIN 87-0347270. Service provider Pioneer Valley Hospital IASIS 3460 South Pioneer Parkway, Salt Lake City, Utah 84120. Dates of service January 1st, 1900 to January 1st, 1900, February 26, 2013. Dear Sir or Madam, we have received medical billing for the patient and dates of service indicated above. This material did not include one or more of the following items, all of which are necessary to properly review medical bills, CPT or other acceptable codes describing the services rendered, ICD-9 codes describing the patient's diagnosis, date that the service or procedure was performed. This item is withdrawn from consideration due to failure to submit the requested material. If you would like us to review this medical bill, please resubmit the bill with all required information, any supporting documentation, and a copy of this form to the following address: USAA Mail Processing Center, P.O. Box 500, Daphne, Alabama 36526. Should you have any questions, please contact Auto Injury Solutions on behalf of USAA at 866-673-3443 and reference document ID UF1300167. Member number 02079360-010-000. Adjuster Yvette Dybrell. Date of loss December 21st, 2012. Patient Flores Gabriel D. 970 North, 1300 West, Apartment 35, St. George, Utah 84770. Patient account number C12356000194. Carrier USAA PO Box 33490, San Antonio, Texas 78265. Total charges $15,499.50. What I'm seeing here is looks like the insurance company didn't receive all of the medical stuff from, I don't know who sent it to them. I think it was somebody working on the job. Somebody did all of it, and somebody didn't send them all of the stuff regarding my medical bill, or my medical charges from the hospital. They didn't send them all of the documents from the hospital, and then USAA goes and sends me this letter stating that they didn't receive all the documents when I had nothing to do with the process. And the documents that they didn't receive that they needed in order to cover the medical charges was CPT or other acceptable codes describing the services rendered, ICD-9 codes describing the patient's diagnosis, and date that the service or procedure was performed. Since they didn't receive one or more of those things, this item, and they don't say what the item is, they just give a charge. They don't say what the item is. It just says this item is withdrawn from consideration due to failure to submit the requested material. If you would like us to review the medical bill, please resubmit the bill with all required information and supportive documentation and a copy of this form to the following address. So the person they had doing the job didn't do their job correctly, and they're coming to me to finish the job for them in order to have these charges covered. And the total charges for that is $15,499.50. I'm not going to do anything with this. I'm going to leave this as is. And maybe one of these days I will contact them, but not right now. I'm not going to contact them right now. And we'll see where it goes from there. But, I was going to say that wraps it up. It actually does not. We actually have one more set. And then we'll be ready to wrap up. Do we have anything for these guys? Ambulance and FCU. Going to stop this video. We're going to start a new one. We're running on 30 minutes. Be right back.